It's a way of the Mr. Quickie, oh yeah. If you're not familiar with my fellow YouTuber Doug, whose channel appears here as PineCreek, you are really missing out. I should warn you though, most of the videos are very long and extremely addictive. Fortunately, you can watch in bits and pieces and find complete edification. In a recent video, Doug talked with a Christian named Trey Jadlow, not sure, who is the self-proclaimed winner of every debate he's ever engaged in regarding Christianity. So obviously, a real heavy hitter. Anyone remember Trump telling everyone what a stable genius he is? Yeah.
Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
What Doug does is ask questions. He's basically doing street epistemology via live stream. If you're not familiar with this technique, it's basically just a way to get people to examine why they believe what they believe. What's the justification? Can you build that justification from the ground up, brick by brick, verifiably, and without any unwarranted assumptions or leaps? Trey is so completely in the bubble of his own theology and apologetics that he doesn't even know the most basic information. He doesn't know that the name Luke never appears in the Gospel of Luke, and pins everything on some archaeologist who died 80 years ago and apparently called Luke the greatest historian ever. The guy also believed Paul wrote all the letters attributed to him, so clearly a visionary. Following in the footsteps of all great historians, Luke's gospel is largely copied from the Gospel of Mark, another evangelist who doesn't even claim to be an eyewitness and whose gospel is likewise anonymous. Solid stuff, right? For those of you unfamiliar, my own journey out of religion came when I decided to put all of my beliefs aside and then see what I could pick back up based on what could be verified. I basically street epistemologized myself right out of religion. That's actually a little more painful than it sounds. When I began asking what could be verified, what could be justified and put back together brick by brick from the ground up, without any unwarranted leaps or assumptions, I was left holding an empty bag. It was devastating. Even more so when I started asking other people much smarter than me about the problems I had run into. It soon became clear to me that this is just not something you do as a person of faith. People looked at me and acted like I was doing something wrong, almost evil, just for asking. I spent the next 2 years desperately trying to put that genie back in the bottle, believing I'd lose everything my fellow churchgoers told me I'd lose. My salvation, all meaning and purpose, my ability to know right from wrong and act accordingly. And of course, being a musician and a big fan of Philly soul, I had already lost my ability to clap on 1 and 3. So I knew I was in serious trouble. Hashtag deep doo-doo. Do you have a similar experience? Does this story ring familiar? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't watched PineCreek already, give Doug some love and check out his channel. I think you'll like what he does. Hitch knows I couldn't do it. Not without drowning in a pool of sarcasm and mockery. Until next time, I'm me. Thanks for watching.